Hi guys, what is going on, and welcome back to another video. It feels like a long time. Actually, it was last year when I did a video, so happy new year. But in this video, I wanted to talk about goal setting. Now, it almost feels a little bit like 2 weeks too late, but actually, I feel like I'm coming at you at a perfect time because we're in the middle of January now, and I know that for some of you, including me, I maybe set goals a few weeks ago, and I also want to give you a little bit of advice for when you are goal setting, because I know I speak for all of us at one or many points in our life that every year we set these goals and targets that we kind of want to achieve, but we haven't got the systems in place to go about achieving them. So it is literally just a dream in the distance. So I want to give you really actionable, easy tips and tricks to help you go about achieving your goals in 2021. So if you are interested, keep watching. Now, first of all, we need to understand that these things that we set ourselves don't have to be massive changes overnight. Now, a completely life-changing book for me, and I would go about saying this is probably one of my favorite books that I have ever read for really simple, actionable tips, is James Clear's Atomic Habits. And I keep it on my desk, I've got it here. His book is just all about those tiny little steps that we take every day, and actually those are the things that are going to make the most sustainable, massive difference in the long term. He talks about the revolutionary system to get 1% better every day. I've actually just bookmarked page 15 where he says why small habits make a big difference. It is so easy to overestimate the importance of one defining moment and underestimate the value of making small improvements on a daily basis. Too often we convince ourselves that massive success requires massive action, whether it is losing weight, building a business, writing a book, winning a championship, or achieving any other goal. We put pressure on ourselves to make some earth-shattering improvement that everyone will talk about. Meanwhile, improving by 1% isn't particularly notable. Sometimes it isn't even noticeable, but it can be far more meaningful, especially in the long run. I don't like reading from books. It feels like I'm doing like a child's story, but quite honestly, it's those little changes every day. Something that I mentioned on my Instagram story is that going for a 20-minute walk every day, so having that, for example, as one of your goals. I will go for an extra 20-minute walk outside every day. It's something that we can all do at the moment. And whilst I'm doing that, I will listen to a podcast or an audiobook. If you do that for one day, like James Clear says there, it probably won't be noticeable at all. But if you did it every single day for 2 months, say, not only would you get a massive amount of extra steps, exercise, you will also be listening and accumulating so much knowledge and inspiration and motivation by just listening to something for 20 minutes every day. My second point really leads on from that in filling your mind full of positive thoughts and feelings. Now, we're all in a global pandemic and there's some weird, horrible stuff going on in the world. So this isn't to say that you're living in your little bubble and you go around and think everything's la-di-da wonderful. And have some intentions and affirmations that I tell myself daily. For example, I read these 4 things I've got as my affirmations and intentions for January. Almost think of it like things that you want to tell your future self, or any resistance that you feel is coming up. Mine are: I create change, I welcome difficult / challenging conversations and tackle them straight away. I'm confident in my abilities and self-worth. I take action every day towards my goals. So that is my tip number 2. Get yourself some affirmations, gratitude in the day, just, you know, some positivity in the evening and in the morning. And point number 3 really relates to the first 2 as well, in that I saw massive shifts in the way that I learned through podcasts and audiobooks and just continuously learning. Now, I know some people do partnerships with Skillshare. This isn't a partnership at all, but I actually paid for membership. Have took a few courses so far. It's perfect in lockdown. Learning never stops. We can never think, right, we've completed our learning for life. There are tons and tons of podcasts. So whatever you're interested in, whether it's like American politics, there's like Americast that I listen to, or, you know, whether it's completely to do with like nutrition or fitness or self-development or more spirituality, whatever you're interested in, just run with it. So my 4th point is researching and asking for help. We have all, who are watching this, obviously, have access to the internet, and I imagine we all have a phone or a laptop. Now, having access to the internet and having a phone or laptop means that you have access to so much information. Now, I am creating something at the moment, and quite honestly, my time is spent on Google. Whether your goal is to start a side hustle, for example, and you want to create, I've just got it here, a hand cream, you can find out on the internet how you go about doing it, because there will be someone else who has done that. You can find manufacturers over the internet, you can find out costs, you can connect with other people in the beauty industry, for example. It is okay to reach out to people and ask for help. And I think sometimes when we have these goals, we feel like we're stuck. We feel like, I can't do this because, you know, I don't really know how to even start. I'm not capable enough. Like, there are so many people out there that you can connect with and will help you. It just takes that little bit of action to reach out to people in the beginning. And number 5, set yourself up for success. If you are working from home like most of us are at the moment, you have a desk, like I'm sitting on my desk at the moment, and you have small goals which you've set yourself, like for example drinking water. That was one of my goals for January. I have in the house some really small cups. Now, it takes a lot of effort really for me to come out of my office, fill a little tiny water cup, drink that, and then like have to keep on going. So I thought, I'm gonna get a container. So I've got my bulk powder shaker container. I've got a metal straw because it's appealing. And every morning I fill it up with some fresh cold water, some ice, and a slice of lemon because it tastes quite good. And I found over the last few weeks that I'm drinking just so much water because it's next to me on my desk. Now, James Clear says that is the path of least resistance. So as well, if we are talking about hand cream, that was another thing. My hands are really dry at the moment, so I thought, where am I going to put my hand cream that I'm going to remember to use it, which is on my desk. So every time I see my hand cream, I lather my hands in hand cream. It's the same if you want to take more vitamins, for example, put it next to your toothbrush in the morning. So it's just an automatic task. And it might sound just easy. I mean, that's the normal thing to do, but I know for me, it's crazy how little we take this advice and put it into practice. Number 6, we are best placed to achieve the goals that we want to when we have positive and motivating people around us. I think someone said we are most likely to be like, I'm gonna butcher this, but the 5 closest people around us. Now, I am not saying we have the luxury to bin all our friends and family, and nor would we want to, because they serve a massive purpose, I'm sure. That's why you're friends with them. We can't choose our family, obviously. We have the internet, like we've established, and there are so many different community groups, Facebook groups, just online groups that we have the ability to connect with. So for example, if you want to start a side hustle, like I said with the hand cream, you can actually get a community around you. You can join a community and get inspiration from like-minded people. That actually moves me on really kind of seamlessly into number, I think we're on 7. Accountability partner, or something to make you accountable. For example, a lot of us have fitness goals and we tend to fall off the bandwagon around the end of January. So again, adding a little bit of resistance in you, say, cancelling the class or not going for a walk. For example, if you say to a friend, okay, at 8 in the morning, we're gonna go for an outdoor walk with a coffee. And you wake up in the morning and you're like, I really don't wanna do that. I can't be bothered, it's cold outside. But you have to ring a friend up and say, yeah, I'm gonna cancel today. So not only do we feel a little bit guilty for letting the friend down at the last minute, it is a little bit of added resistance that maybe will say, maybe I should just go for a walk. But if you had no one there to keep you accountable, it'd be very easy to be like, I think I'm going to roll over today. I don't really want to go. It is just another part of trying to keep you accountable. So my number 8 is whatever goal you set for yourself, remember it is only a momentary change. You might feel good achieving a goal, but the reason why people relapse and go back to the way that they used to be is most likely because they didn't have the systems in place. They didn't change their daily habits in order to stick at that goal or carry on in that vein long term. A lot of the time it can be really demoralizing. I keep on thinking of fitness and health because that is where we're at this stage of the year. That's all people really talk about. And if we're thinking about, for example, going on a diet, if we really go hard dieting for, say, 4 weeks, we reach our goal weight, whatever it is, and then we just go back, and then it's a vicious cycle. The reason why we say about the 1% change is just making those small little changes that we can stick to on a longer term basis. I keep on talking about James Clear like he's literally like my favorite man in the world. I'm sure he's a very nice guy, but he says in his book about how we need to focus on changing our systems, the system that we put in place, and actually not thinking about the goal too much, because the goal is just the dream. It is the systems that we put in place that is gonna move us forward continuously and not actually stopping when we reach that kind of arbitrary goal. Number 9, I really want you to consider why you have a specific goal. In society, when we are bombarded with information every single day and photos and pictures and things that other people are doing, it's so easy to confuse whether we actually want the goal or whether it is society's way of telling us we need to have that goal, or we see someone else online on social media has achieved that goal and we think, wow, I want to achieve that goal too. So you need to really take a step back and think about whether you want to achieve that goal, because in my experience, if that goal doesn't align with what you actually want, I mean, we're probably not gonna be achieving it. So really consider why. Ask yourself why, and then lead that on with another question, why. Just keep on asking yourself questions and answer them yourselves, and it might seem a bit crazy to do, but honestly, it really makes you identify, do I want this goal? Last but not least, I wanted to leave you on my word of the year, which I've talked about already in this video, which is action. Action, 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 action. We cannot move forward, we cannot get anywhere if we do not get out of our own way. And what I mean by that is what holds us back, and this is the most important point from doing what we want to do, is taking action ourselves and retreating back into our comfort zone because we feel like we're not capable enough, we haven't got enough knowledge, we can't do it. But what if we fail? What if people say nasty things about us? You know, what if someone tells us we can't do it? We get knocked so easily, and it's really difficult for us to step outside our comfort zone. Nothing good comes out of just sticking around in your comfort zone. If I'm here talking to you in 2022 on this day next year, if you look at your goals that you had at the end of 2020 and think, actually, I haven't made any steps towards what I want to do, and I've still got these goals and I've still got nothing to show for it. What if you took 1% every day towards where you'd want to be? Think about how much clearer you would be. And it's never all straightforward. Nothing is ever straightforward. But even if you fail, for example, you fail at what you want to do, it isn't just a failure and that's it. You have so much knowledge and learning experience from actually doing the trying, and that is the most powerful part. What have you got to be afraid of? If it is putting yourself out there, if it is trying to grow your audience, work on a side hustle, which, guys, I am going to be releasing something free in a few weeks' time at the end of January to help you with that. One action that you could do today is to get your username for your side hustle, new project, or even brand that you want to create over on Instagram. Next week, it could be actually thinking about your Instagram bio. The week after, it could be doing a vision board or just mood board on Canva or something like that around the theme and colour scheme that you want to create. All these things are moving you towards where you want to be. I think you've always got to remember that you have something very unique to offer. And you are capable. You are so much more capable than you think you are. And 2021 is the year of making stuff happen. Like I said, if you have access to the internet, you have a phone or laptop, there is so many possibilities for you. Guys, we're gonna leave it there for today. So if you have liked this video, please make sure you click the thumbs up, make sure you like, and make sure you are subscribed to my channel. So until next time, guys, let me know if you found it useful in the comments below. Have a lovely day, whatever you get up to, and I will see you next time. Bye.